All right, on my clock, it's 6 o'clock, let's call this meeting to order. If everyone can, let's stand and say the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, welcome everyone. Mayor Hopenhuis, Keith Bugle. Next, we'll read the agenda, comments from the public, roll call, discussion, or corrections of the May 14, 2026 meeting, treasurer's report, comments from elected officials, old business, there is none, new business, door sharp, comp time, and adjourn. Is there any comments from the public at this time?
I just wanted to give a brief update on the chamber. I wasn't here last month, but since in the last 2 months, we've gained 12 new members. We are going to start hosting, it's going to be, I believe it's August the 7th, it's the first Friday of every month. We're going to start doing First Friday coffee. First Horizon Bank is going to host where we all can meet and talk and network and talk about different ideas, and there'll be someone there that will talk about what's going on in the community. The Lighthouse Coffee is going to sponsor the coffee, and so the sponsorships are going to last for a year. We're also going to start next June. We're going to reinstate the golf tournament as an industrial appreciation event and a poker tournament. We're still doing, continuing all things chamber video training, and we're getting ready to attend 2 different conferences. Thank you.
Any more comments from the public?
Judge, I would like to invite the county going forward to the Edmund Hearings Juneteenth celebration that we're having this weekend, Saturday. And also this year, we are also including the 250-year celebration of America along with Juneteenth. So I would really like for you all to have the time to at least come and eat lunch with us. If you don't have time to stick around, just come and eat lunch with us. We'd love to have you.
What time does that start?
It starts at 10. Our open session will start at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And then it will be the whole day activities and eating and having fun. So come and eat.
Thank you. Any more comments from the public?
Are you having a budget meeting after this meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just send it through budget meetings. It might go somewhere toward budget. During public comment.
We don't.
We don't have public comments during budget meeting usually.
When did y'all stop?
We've all, well,
No.
we never have them really.
Maybe during your break, maybe you can look at law 1414-109. And I think it's going to tell you that any meeting going forward, meetings, you know, after that time.
Well, we've just never had anybody, you're welcome to speak. We just never make a time necessarily, but we'll be glad to recognize you.
Usually I stop during the
Yeah.
budget meetings, 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so just do during the budget, when you have your budget meeting?
Sure.
Okay.
Is there any more comments from the elected, or from the public this time? If not, we'll move on to roll call, please.
Justice Bass. Justice Brown.
Here.
Justice Hibbert.
Here.
Justice Cosby.
Here.
Justice Blevins.
Here.
Justice Nelson.
Here.
Justice Sharp. Here. Justice Statler.
Here.
Justice Henry. Here.
Next on the agenda is discussion or corrections of May 14th, 2026 meeting. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Make a motion to adopt.
Have a motion from Justice Sharp to adopt, a second from Justice Blevins. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Next, treasurer's report.
Good evening, everyone. Been given a packet for the May 2026 financial operations from the Treasurer's Office. Total funds under management at the end of May was $6,763,344.80. And in the back of that report, you have a list of the banks and the amount each bank account totals that. You also have a list of each of the funds, and the total in the funds equal that same amount. On page 2, we have 2026 budget appropriation. It's $13,189,062.27. The 2026 budget at the end of May has a remaining balance of 60.87% for all office budgets combined. The normal at this time would be 58.33%. You have the 6 funds listed for May. County General, 60.64% remaining. Road, a little over 66% remaining. County Library, 67.42% remaining. Solid Waste, 26%. Law Enforcement Center, 67.44%. And E911 at 62.95%. Projected revenue for the year for 2026 is $20,055,392.56. You have the projected revenue chart there with several funds showing the actual funds that have been received, what was projected in the projected revenue for the year, and the difference. All of the funds are above at this time. The next page, I've included the Randolph County sales and use tax. This is in the month received, not the month earned. So if you want to see how Christmas was, look in January, and that'll give you a little bit of an idea of how strong was December in the county. And you have that each month starting in the year 2021, just so you can go down and you can, 2 things. I want you to notice how sales tax does fluctuate up and down. It's hard to predict from month to month. And the other thing is how some months it goes up over the previous year and some months it goes down. Obviously, we hope at the end of the year that the yearly total will be an increase over the previous year. Are there any questions or comments?
I have a question. The 911 on the revenue page,
Okay.
because that was such like a issue with funds and all that stuff, it seems to be quite a bit more than what we thought it would be. Is there any reason for that, or?
Let me go back because I've fortunately been able to sleep about 30 nights since that last meeting when I went and looked at that.
That may be what we added to it.
That
Well, that's what I was wondering. if
That's
there was
it.
a reason for it.
In January, we made the appropriated transfer for the year of $152,000. That was made in January.
Okay.
It's a good question.
I was wondering. Right.
Questions for the treasurer?
Secretary's working different hours than what is supposed to happen. Have you realized that?
I have, especially if I'm out of town for meetings and things like that.
But she's not supposed to work overtime at all.
I understand that.
Okay.
And
Why is she working overtime?
Well, yes, Sherry and I've had that conversation, and, you know, I've told her that I will try, you know, like if she's ahead in the week or whatever, I'll let her take an hour or two off on Friday to cover for that.
Well, you know, I worked in that office for 5.5 years or 7.5. And Sherry ran it by herself for 2 years. So perhaps something's amiss somewhere because it doesn't take overtime to run that office, ever.
No, but we have people bringing us checks from 12 to 1, so if that was her lunch every day, when would we get those checks? And we're told we're going to get checks every day, and we're working around financial management office lunch hours, so most of the time they bring them 11 to 12, sometimes they brought them today at 12:30. I was there when they brought them, because Debbie was on lunch.
You really need to do it, fix it.
I'm sorry.
You need to fix that where it doesn't happen in some way or fashion because we don't pay.
I understand.
No one else gets that, so that needs to be done.
Is there any questions for the treasurer? Have a motion from Justice Statler to adopt. And a second from Justice Nelson. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Next, is there any comments from elected officials?
I've got a couple, if it's all right with the judge in the quorum court, about, I don't know if I'll bring this up or not, data centers. Is that okay if I mention something about that? I had a couple questions from the quorum court members about data centers, and I told them that we had a AAC board meeting yesterday, and I'd see what I could find out. My understanding at this point, there are some counties that are for data centers and some counties that are not. So the Association of Arkansas Counties has not taken a position on it at this point, but they are doing quite a bit of research to take a look into it and see what all that's going to entail. It is my understanding, and Chrissy and I have visited, so I certainly would be happy for Chrissy to come up here and help me with this because we visited a little bit today. It is my understanding that at the judges meeting later this month, they've got someone that's coming to speak about data centers and to give the county judges some information about it. There are some counties, as a matter of fact, Pulaski County's Quorum Court was actually going to be talking about it this week. I think they were going to take a position on, I'm trying to pick my words very carefully. They were going to take a position on it. There's other counties that have been talking about it a little bit, but there's so many unknowns that we don't have. We just don't want to say one way or the other. And you know, each county is a little bit different, a little bit more unique than others. But there's about 3 or 4 counties that are definitely talking about it quite a bit.
We don't know what tax revenue would be. We don't really have any information to know the laws that Arkansas is going to allow them to do. So that's why now we're just kind of waiting and trying to see what possibly other counties are going to do and what AAC is going to come up with.
And they're looking into laws, different laws. You know, we certainly don't want to do something, take a position, and then find out that legally you can't do that. You can't say they can't come in, or you can't say they can't do this, because we end up having a problem later on. But it's definitely a hot subject that we're talking about quite a bit. Like I said, the county judges have got a meeting later this month, and there's someone coming to speak only about that. I was told this morning, I'm always trying to encourage y'all to look at the NACO website. Apparently there is a man from Virginia, he is a veteran, and he is doing webinars every so often just about that. My understanding is he's very well versed on data centers, because I was advised, you know, when I have time, I probably should try to listen to some of them. that he knows quite a bit about it. Now, I don't know how that, Virginia versus Arkansas, but I'll probably try to do that when I get a chance. And certainly, as this evolves, I will keep all of you updated on it, but I know you all had some folks that were contacting you, and I said I would try to see what I could find out. And then Christy and I are talking about it, trying to work together.
There's been some pretty heavy chatter about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Are there data centers in Arkansas yet?
I think there is.
They're building one in West Memphis.
Ma'am?
Aren't they building one in West Memphis?
Crittenden County, that's one of the counties that's been talking about it. Conway's had some discussion about it, Faulkner County. Pulaski is in the middle of it this week, because I saw it on the news Tuesday night while I was in Little Rock for my meetings for Wednesday. So I was trying to think, there was another, maybe Clark County. I don't know, but several counties are talking about it, and that's kind of the thing with the Association of Arkansas Counties. We're not going to go against, you get in a situation, same thing with the associations. You get into legislation. If the sheriffs don't like it, they're not going to go against the clerks and vice versa. So they're not going to go against the very people that they represent. But they are absolutely, without a doubt, looking into it, looking at the laws and trying to see where we stand. So hopefully, I feel pretty confident that we'll have more information. I am going to that judges meeting. I've been invited to go, so I want to see what they've got to say. And I expect.
We do have the ordinance that the
Yes,
ASC
ma'am.
gave us. We do have that intact, that doesn't stop.
Yes, ma'am, that was the noise ordinance that y'all passed in
Yes.
2023.
Yes.
AAC, that was something at the time when all this was being talked about, that they recommend that all counties do because of the noise thing. We have that in place. I think Pulaski is looking at, what I call it, a memorandum or something like that, doing that, and there's a little bit of concern about that right now, because I listened to some of that last night.
George, you asked my question because I knew we passed some kind of ordinance
Yeah, we
on that. I'm just speaking from experience. I'm getting stuff in the mail all the time from people way off.
Right.
Hey, I'd like to buy your property, and then people come to the dog store. I've been getting this stuff in the mail and email and stuff, and I think that's probably part of it. There may be some more looking for property.
People are even getting phone calls.
Yeah, phone calls, on the internet, whatever, and so these organizations or businesses, whatever, I guess they're looking for places to set these things up and so they can find some property.
Well, I did visit with our director, Chris Fallons, this morning, and we were talking about it again. And I know they're talking about trying to put together like a list of questions, that people may have, and then try to have answers to those questions. I mean, one of the things, I'm being honest with everybody that's here. One of the things that we don't want to see happen is people start putting things out there that are not correct. And then that obviously gets everybody, all worried and it'll be turmoil. So we certainly don't want that. We're doing our best to try to find out everything we need to know so we can make the right decisions. And at some point, I suspect it'll be coming to this government body. That's probably all you want to know at this point in the game. But thank you.
Thank you, Deb.
Yes, sir.
Is there any more comments from elected officials?
I'm just going to touch on that real quick. If you're in the western part of the county, Raven Springs on the 27th of June, having their fireworks display, have a bunch of booths set up, food to eat, music. There's thousands of people out there on the 27th of June. And the following Friday, July 3rd, we're having one at Dalton. I think it's the third annual one. Again, we'll have booths, have a band, have food, fireworks when it gets dark. So if you happen to be out our way, stop by, bring your lawn chair, because there won't be seating, and at both places, and come have some fun in our part of the county. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any more?
Yeah, I got that. Last month, I believe it was, we talked about, or the month before, talking about voting, everybody voting one place for whatever. And somebody said Raven Springs didn't have a handicap. Is anything, do we need to pursue that or find out, or have you, or?
I'm working.
Okay, well, I'm just asking.
I was going to keep it before November.
On the voting station.
I went and looked at like where all the elevator and stuff is going in, and you guys may already have planned for this, but I thought I'd ask, but over where Chrissy's window is now, are they gonna put like a security camera or anything over in that area?
I believe there is.
Is there?
Or there may not be at the moment, but I believe there will be.
Okay.
It would be great to win, because it's just a
Yeah, it's kinda like,
fine little doorway and then a big area in there,
Yeah.
so.
I was,
If there's- if
when I was
there's
looking
a
at
lot
it,
into it, see.
yeah. When I was down there, I was like, this kind of feels like a safety thing if they're here with just the girls, so.
I can probably answer that.
Okay.
The new court security director has been here and done, pretty much looked at the whole place and has made recommendations. There's not a doubt in my mind there won't be a security camera.
Okay, good.
So-
Okay, that's how I was wondering.
We did get we approved for the grant.
Oh, awesome.
As
Yay.
much as we applied for though,
The one you got with them?
we applied for 20,000 and we're receiving 5.
Wow.
The walk-through metal detectors,
Oh, okay.
we was gonna try to replace it all, get on one at every entrance and district court too. But I'm thankful we're gonna be able to receive more.
Yeah,
So,
no word on the other,
Brenda, do you have anything?
Today was our kickoff for the summer reading program. We had a great start, 106 kids, 54 adults. So it was a really fun day.
Okay, is there any more comments from elected officials? We're on to old business, there is none, new business, George Stark.
I'm just gonna give my report from April 18th, annual foreign court meeting. And you've got it, all the papers in front of you, about the meeting and what we did, but I would like to kind of look at these, acts that are attached to it. Act 1414-802, this just talks about, what the quorum court shall provide and do. And then the next one, it's got many, I'm not gonna go through all that, but the next one is 1414-805, and it's the, prohibition on certain activities that the county court can or cannot do, legislative acts, and then the next one is authority to regulate unsanitary conditions, 1414-813, and it just gives the counties now a way to, if there is unsanitary conditions in the county, we have a way to protect ourselves with it and protect our communities with it. But it was a very productive meeting. It was a good meeting. We don't have any really here running against an opponent, but if you are in a race, a candidate race, and you need to contact the Ethics Commission if you're not getting or if you want to even just a clear way to run your campaign or anything illegally. So, not illegally, I didn't say illegally, I said legally. But anyway, they gave a good report too on different changes that the campaigns and candidates are making now. And then we had Stump the Lawyer, and that's where those 3 acts come in. So, and Jonathan, what's his name? Which he's from Maynard. I knew that, but kept saying, in Maynard we did this, and I thought, it's just so weird to have someone talk about your place like that. But anyway, he gave a very good discussion about issue 3, which will be on the ballot. And it does make a way for there are like mostly bordering counties that have, like in Texarkana, Texas has a way to set aside land and be able to control it locally. And so they can, if a factory wants to come in or a home set up or anything like that, like a section of homes or something, they have a way to control it, and they can also sell it a little cheaper maybe and keep it, and then they would have a way to control whatever goes there. Arkansas has nothing like that. And so issue 3 will fix it where that Arkansas would have that. Thank you for allowing me to go all these years.
You've done a wonderful job, thank you.
Next up, comp time. Any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Justice Tyler to adjourn. Second. Justice Nelson. All those in favor?